Hello everyone and welcome to our channel.
In today's video, we'll be taking you to dinner at one of the restaurants with the hardest reservation to get on the Las Vegas Strip.
Known all over the world for their high-end takes on beloved classics such as Veal, Parmesan, and Rigatoni alla vodka, Carbone aims to pay homage to the essence of the great Italian-American restaurants of the mid-20th century in New York City.
So don't go anywhere as we'll provide you with our honest thoughts and opinions and let you know if we think that Carbone is worth the stress of getting a reservation as well as the high cost.
All this and maybe a free dessert. It is my birthday after all. On today's episode of James and Paul Try It All.
Now before we start, we want to let you know that we were not compensated by MGM or Carbone to make this video. All opinions are our own and they reflect our experience at the time of our visit. Your experience may vary and that is perfectly okay. We do encourage you to form your own opinions based on the video. We want to give a huge shout out to both Salvatore and Kim for their recent donation to the channel via YouTube's Super Thanks feature. We truly appreciate your support, and as PBS says it best, this channel is made possible by viewers like you.
All right, folks, we've just been seated here at Carbone. This restaurant is bustling. Every table is filled. The servers are running their butts off. It definitely has a high energy atmosphere in here. So before your meal even begins, they bring you a little piece of Parmesan cheese that they shave right off the wheel there for you. This is aged 18 months. Let's give it a taste. As any true Sicilian, I love Parmesan cheese. That's phenomenal. It melts in your mouth. It's so creamy and nutty, flavorful, very strong and pungent, but in the best possible way. Unbelievable Parmesan cheese. Do you think they'll notice if I steal a wheel of it?
The menu at Carbone comprises of Italian-American classics in an upscale dining setting. So while prices are not listed on this menu, the pricing at Carbone is competitive with most steakhouses on the Strip. Starters range from $25 to $35, pastas range in the $30s to $40s, and premium entrees like the Veal Parmesan are priced like steak.
You can see me over the gigantic menu. I'm not tiny, the menu is just huge. And like that, our cocktails have arrived. Now, while it's not an Italian cocktail, I've gone with one of my favorites. I'm the birthday boy, I get to choose what I want to do. And I went with a Paloma. This is a tequila grapefruit beverage, one of my favorites. I've talked about it on channels before. Let's give it a sip. Perfect. Strong on the tequila, grapefruit's nice and tart. I love it. Not much to say, and I'm gonna keep it short because we got a lot to cover here in as quickly as possible before the food starts coming out.
Now for my cocktail, I decided to go with a Negroni. Let's give it a sip. That's delightful. Now Negroni is basically gin, vermouth, and Campari, and it has a little slice of orange. This is delightful. Now, I know that Campari is a flavor that not everybody enjoys, but I can definitely say it's sharp, it's crisp, and to be honest, since I'm not a fan of whiskey or any type of whiskey-based cocktail, I think this is perfect. It's that happy medium, it's quintessentially Italian.
Now, I don't normally drink Negronis because A, I'm not a fan of sweet vermouth, and I'm not a fan of Campari, but I still want to try it anyway, so I'm gonna take a tiny sip. Still not a fan of Negronis. I'm glad Paul likes it though. Negronis have just this very strong, bittersweet flavor. And for me, it's not what my taste buds like. But I understand why people do enjoy them. And it's a great cocktail. Just not for me. All right, moving on to the complimentary bread service. And again, I have to say complimentary. Go Carbone, because most restaurants in Vegas do charge for a bread service nowadays. It looks like we got some focaccia here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Let's just try a little tasty taste. Delightful. Nice hit of garlic. A little bit of cheese on top. Now they also serve it with some delightful salami here, as well as looks like a little bit of cauliflower, pickled onions. I'm not quite sure what this would be referred to at this point, but as I honestly can't remember. But I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. Let's try a little hunk of cauliflower here. Paul will absolutely hate that. It's pickled. It's very pickled. It's good though. Let's try a little bit of salami. A little salami cone. That's wonderful. That actually may be mortadella, but it's delightful. It's fatty, it's rich, it's beefy. It's definitely got a nice little bit of spice and kick to it. Wonderful little accompaniment. I'm pretty impressed so far. Don't go anywhere, guys. Our appetizer will be coming out very shortly, and we've ordered one of my favorites. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our appetizer has arrived. We've gone with the Calamari Marco. This is served with a white wine reduction. I believe he said B&G peppers, which I'm really not 100% sure what that is, but that's okay. It sounds delightful. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a taste. Let's grab a little calamari here. Get some little tentacles. My favorite part, some rings. And I think what I'm gonna do, at least at first, let's try the calamari by itself. Absolutely wonderful. Perfectly cooked, not rubbery, not tough. Very easy to chew. The breading itself is light and crisp, and it's not overly greasy. Has a great fried flavor to it. Let's try a little bit with the wine reduction. I'm just gonna go for a tiny dip first to see what I think of it. I think I need a bigger dip. And apparently I need an even bigger dip. The wine reduction so far is not giving me a lot of flavor, so let's try a little bit more. It's fine. It's got a little bit of a tang to it. It's creamy. Nothing wrong with it. I don't think it needs it. I'm actually pretty happy with the calamari just by itself. I probably would have been happy with some marinara on the side, but the wine reduction is good. Nice little accompaniment to it. But again, I don't think it really needs it. I'm pretty content with it on its own. Let's turn it over to Paul and see what he thinks of calamari, because he loves it almost as much as I do.
My turn to try some of this calamari. Now oh wow, as James was saying, it is very light as far as the breading. Now, sometimes when I get my calamari, it's very crisp. It's still crispy, but I appreciate a light breading. Let's give it a taste. It's cooked perfect, not rubbery, not tough, not chewy. Let's try this white wine reduction. It's delicious, but as James said, it's very subtle. I'm not getting a lot from it. I'll do one more bite just to be sure. Now, contrary to what James said about the white wine reduction, it's more like an accent. It adds basically a very subtle pepper flavor, but you don't really need it. I can just enjoy this calamari as is, and that's what we're gonna do, so stay tuned.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our pasta and entrees after these messages.
Hello everyone, we hope that you're having a great day and are so glad that you made it this far into the video. We really do appreciate it.
But before we continue this episode of James and Paul Try It All, we want to take a moment to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Appy Hour.
Now, some of you may know this already, but when we started this channel, we made a promise to ourselves that we would never promote a product that we didn't 100% believe in.
Well, after trying some disappointing meal prep services, we're happy to say that we finally found a sponsor that fits our vibe.
Just like many of our fellow millennials, we live for a good cheese board, but sometimes it's just so much work picking out the perfect meats, cheeses, and other accoutrements.
But now, thanks to Appy Hour, we no longer have to worry about that, and instead, we just leave the guesswork up to them.
Appy Hour expertly curates artisan cheeses, fresh charcuterie, and more, and delivers them right to your door in one convenient box. And just like that, you'll be taken on a journey of flavor with a variety of meats and cheeses that you may not have found otherwise.
Each and every Appy Hour delivery will showcase a different theme that includes a selection of high-quality products chosen by their knowledgeable and certified cheese experts.
These unique and hard-to-find specialty meats, cheeses, and extras are globally sourced from small-scale artisans and are sure to wow anyone who appreciates an elegant little spread.
Best of all, it's super easy. With servings for 2 to 6 people, simply select your box size, whether you'd like deliveries every 4, 6, or 8 weeks, and whether you'd like to add on any extras. Appy Hour takes care of the rest.
Before you know it, your first Appy Hour box will arrive at your door and you'll be noshing in no time.
But wait, there's more. You'll also receive a tasting guide with flavor pairings and drink suggestions that will complement your Appy Hour selection perfectly.
Finally, rest assured that Appy Hour takes pride in delivering exceptional quality foods, which is why they offer a 30-day happiness guarantee. If for any reason you're not 100% delighted with the quality of your curated experience, they promise to make it right. Your satisfaction is their priority, and Appy Hour is committed to ensuring every bite reflects their dedication to excellence.
So, if you'd like $15 off your first Appy Hour box, be sure and use our coupon code TRY-IT-ALL when you sign up at appyhourbox.com, or you can also use our affiliate link in the description and comment section of this video. Each time that one of you signs up for Appy Hour using this code or link, it really helps our channel out.
On that note, we want to say thank you to Appy Hour for sponsoring this video, and to those of you watching, if you decide to take advantage of our offer, we hope that you enjoy Appy Hour as much as we do.
I'll drink to that.
I think I will too. Cheers. Hi there, everyone. We really hope you're enjoying today's video. If you are, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and ring that cute little bell icon for notifications whenever a new episode of James and Paul Try It All is released. Every Saturday, we're going to bring you more Las Vegas hotel reviews, restaurant reviews, attraction reviews,
and a whole lot more. If you like gambling like we do, each Sunday we've got our weekly Slot Play series, Slot Play Sunday, also released at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. You mean the world to us, and we really appreciate you. All right, friends, we've ordered 2 pastas to share here. We're gonna go ahead and start with their spaghetti puttanesca. Now, if you're not familiar with what puttanesca is, it is a, how do I say this? Puttanesca roughly equates to Lady of the Night. Let's leave it at that. Let's keep it YouTube friendly. The story behind puttanesca is it's a simple peasant dish, very easy to make, quick, cheap. It is made of anchovies, tomatoes, a little bit of red pepper, capers, black olives oftentimes, or Calamari olives, excuse me. I love puttanesca. It's one of our quick, easy weeknight dinners. Super easy to quit and put together. The story goes that it was invented by Italian ladies of the night who needed something quick and easy to make in between their johns. Yeah, now let me give you the story of what poor pasta is. I'm gonna go ahead, put a little bit on my plate here, and give that a shot. It literally is one of my favorite pastas. And again, it's quick, it's easy, oftentimes very cheap to make at home too. Paul and I always have anchovies on hand and capers, so. That's wonderful. Salty and briny from the anchovy, the capers. The tomato is bright and acidic. A little bit of heat from the red pepper. Pasta is perfectly al dente. This is a good puttanesca. However, I will also say, I don't think puttanesca is hard to make. So it might not be fair to necessarily praise them so high on puttanesca. Let's try their signature pasta though. Now this is the spicy rigatoni alla vodka. It's what Carbone is known for. Many grocery stores now carry Carbone sauce, and you can buy their spicy vodka sauce. Paul and I have actually made this at home a few times with their jarred vodka sauce, and it's a lovely dinner. That's better than what we get at home. Can't even lie. Main impression from the restaurant, my God. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna turn over to Paul and see what he thinks.
Now, these look delightful to begin with. So let's start with this puttanesca. As Jim said, it's something easy to make at home, and we make it at home quite often. So let's give this a taste. Now, I saw a big hunk of a Kalamata olive in there, so that already makes me happy. The capers look delightful. Let's give this a little taste. The anchovy is not overpowering. Overall, perfect al dente pasta. Let's try that rigatoni though, because this is their signature dish. I've made it many times at home with the jarred sauce, but I'm curious as to what the actual version is like.
10 times better.
Is it 10 times better?
Beats the pants off their
No, yeah, this is nothing like the jarred sauce at all. I'm getting something extra out of it, and I think it's maybe a more pronounced red pepper flavor that you don't get in the sauce at home.
It is spicier than the jarred sauce.
It's also creamier. If you have never done the jarred sauce at home, you actually have to add your own cream into the sauce. Overall, this is their signature dish, does not disappoint. Now we're gonna finish up our pastas while we wait for our main to come out. Stay tuned.
Alrighty folks, our main course has arrived. Now we have ordered the veal parmesan, another signature item here on the menu, as well as one of their most popular sides, the potatoes Louie. I'm going to start with the potatoes, then we'll move on to the veal. Now these are going to be Yukon Gold potatoes, cooked in duck fat with garlic, parsley, all just wonderful things that I love. So we're gonna try a little nosh on those guys here. Those are unbelievably hot. Ow, I should have realized that, but my God, just fork tender. The garlic flavor is very strong and pronounced. The duck fat adds a whole extra depth of flavor to it. You have this nice dichotomy of like soft, almost mushy potato, but then crispy burnt potato as well. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Let's now move on to the veal parmesan. Now, they were kind enough to split this for us, to cut it up into some pieces here. This is a giant veal cutlet. Alrighty there, that's a breaded veal cutlet with mozzarella and parmesan and fresh basil. Let's give that a little bite. It's absolutely tender. I don't even think it needs, the steak knife they brought us. That needs another bite. That's killer. The marinara sauce is robust and flavorful. Very strong tomato flavors. Just the right amount of oregano. The basil's nice. The cheese is creamy and perfectly melted. The outer edges of the veal parm are crispy, but then you've got that nice kind of softness as it's covered by the marinara there. And the veal is wonderfully tender and flavorful. This is a delicious little baby cow. Let's be honest, we all know what veal is, but it's delicious. I can't lie. This is amazing veal parmesan. And well worth the $91 that they charge for it. As you can see, it's an unbelievably large veal cutlet. 4 people could share this, and it'd be a nice meal. I don't know how we're gonna finish this. To be honest, I don't think we're gonna be able to.
Now, first of all, I am quite excited to try this veal parmesan. I was actually quite excited about this a month ago when we booked this reservation. James is right, it cuts easily. There's so many elements to that marinara. Tomato, getting some of the oregano. I love the basil leaf here. The cheese on top. The veal is tender. Wow. This is worth the $91. I am perfectly content right now with this veal parmesan, and I might actually finish off the other 2 pieces just on my own if James doesn't. Now, I am a huge fan of anything that has duck fat in it, anything that's cooked in duck fat. It just adds an extra richness and fattiness. That is a contrast right there. You've got crispy, soft. I'm getting a rich flavor. Overall, these potatoes are not bad. This almost reminds me of just having a Sunday baked potato dish to complement a perfect Italian meal. The 2 entrees just go perfect together. Now we're gonna finish this up, but we will be back shortly. Stay tuned.
Alrighty, everyone, we just finished our veal parmesan and the potatoes. They were both delicious. I will say, as an afterthought, I think the potatoes could have used a touch of salt. It definitely, I think, would have made the dish just that much better. It was kind of lacking that salt. That being said, stupidly, I've said yes to the free birthday dessert. I know I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but I am so unbelievably full. However, it's a free dessert. We know that many of you like to see the desserts, so Paul and I have opted for tiramisu. That should be out shortly. My birthday dessert has arrived. I must say, this is a very interesting take on tiramisu. I'm normally used to seeing the lady fingers and whatnot. We have looks like a in-house made lady finger here. I'm just gonna take that off the top because frankly, it's just gonna fall anyway. Oh, it's so soft. I'm just gonna say this is some killer tiramisu. The espresso to cakey lady finger layers. The ratio is perfect, absolutely perfect. It's just so strong, so much espresso. Little dusting of cocoa powder. The sauvignon is light and fluffy and creamy, goes down easily. I do love a tiramisu because it is not a super heavy dessert. Yes, it's a cakey dessert, but it's almost akin to like eating like a creme brulee. Could not eat all of this, so I'm gonna turn it over to my husband, who loves tiramisu even more than I do.
I am a sucker for a tiramisu. The fact that it has layer after layer after layer is a little different than what I'm used to. But I can see that all the elements are present. Oh. That is very espresso forward, and I cannot be happier.
So much espresso.
So much espresso. In all honesty, I feel like some tiramisus get a little light on the espresso. This is an interesting way to do a tiramisu, but I'm not complaining. It is delightful. It's everything I want in a tiramisu. So if you don't finish your birthday tiramisu, I am gonna definitely polish it off. With that being said, stay tuned as we give you our final thoughts on our dinner here at Carbone.
All right, right, friends, we just wrapped up our dinner in Carbone, and I have to say that was pretty darn impressive. I could see where the hype lies. The service was phenomenal. The staff worked together as a well-oiled machine. The food was very high quality. The atmosphere was beautiful. It definitely reminiscent of a classic Italian-American restaurant. It really is an experience. If you're a fan of Italian-American cuisine, I do think I'd have to recommend it.
I mean, I can see where everyone praises this place.
Yes.
It has its high qualities and it has its merits.
That being said, I was telling Paul off camera, for me, this was probably a one and done. But that is because growing up with a Sicilian family, I am not someone who normally finds himself compelled to go out for Italian-American food. I grew up with my fair share of things like veal parmesan and pasta alla vodka and pasta puttanesca and things like that. These were household staples for me. So for me, it's not something that I would normally want to spend that much money on for a dinner. But this was an experience for my birthday, for the channel, and we wanted to see what the hype was about.
I mean, we really wanted to see why reservations are so hard to get.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, personally, I kind of wanted to go in and trash it. And I wanted to say, I don't get why people are so crazy about this, but I do understand what people are crazy about because it really is good. On that note, my friends, if you've enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to ring the bell icon for notifications whenever a new episode of James and Paul Try It All is released every Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Each week, we're gonna bring you more Las Vegas restaurant reviews, hotel reviews, attraction reviews, and a whole lot more. Now, if you enjoy gambling like we do, each Sunday we're gonna feature our weekly slot series, Slot Play Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. You mean the world to us. We love you, we appreciate you. We wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you. So until next week, have a great one. Sit down and maybe watch some TV from over here, or you're waiting for your partner as they're finishing getting ready, because it's always me waiting on Paul. He's the one that just like, just one more minute. I just need to do my hair. Do these shoes go with these pants? Almost ready. I am the husband that's sitting there waiting for his significant other, going, dear God in heaven, why are you taking forever?